lads. We're here with cake girls. We're here. The fairies. We're here with the fairies. We're here with Kyle today from the team, and we're bringing you his Madolche, his competitive Madolche deck profile. He's been testing this for a while. It's been kind of the brainchild of a few of us here on the team, actually.
All of us.
And it's gotten really good. So we're going to jump right into the deck profile. Kyle, let's take it away.
Alright, so starting with the main deck, the most necessary card is the 3 of the Pudding Scissor that came out in Savage Strike. And she basically allows you to, she special summons herself from the hand and also special summons another out. So it's an instant, any extra deck card.
Because it matches level, right?
Yeah, it reduces level by 1, so it is a great target for, the only target for the Madolche Pudding Cess.
Oh, okay.
And she is an instant like +4.
Oh, jeez.
Something crazy.
Some crazy number.
So another necessary 3 of is the Angeli. She is the one of the many summon out of deck.
Okay, so she's another summon source, basically.
Yeah.
The main deck summon source. Okay. So 3 Angeli, 3... what's the other one?
Pudding Scissor.
Pudding Scissor and...
Something. Translates to little sister.
And... yeah. Okay.
One of the Pudding Cess. We have 3 Hoot Cake.
Hooty hoo.
The he targets any monster in the graveyard. For the Pudding Scissor's effect to activate, you actually have to have no monsters in the graveyard.
Oh, okay.
So he is just about the only way to get that to happen should you be in that position.
Which comes up quite frequently, it seems like.
A lot. Especially with hand traps.
Yeah.
So another 3 of, could potentially be a 2 of, is the Messengelato.
Okay.
When he's summoned, gets the field spell and the continuous out. That's about it. It's level 4. Which
Makes sense to me.
pretty much all of the extra deck cards are.
Right.
Then 2 ofs, was a 3 of for a while, is the Madolche. She takes the normal summon. She has to take the normal summon.
I feel like this was one of the cards I recommended cutting.
That was the one. Yeah, she takes your normal summon to add 1 to the hand. So it's really bad if you...
That's like it's the least powerful one.
Its only opening isn't good.
Yeah.
So another 2 of, for the same reason. It takes the normal summon, but...
The cat. Meow
the
meow.
cat. Also special summons another one from your hand.
Madolche meow meow.
Then the
Hand
Ash
traps.
Blossom and Joyous Forehead.
The head. It's a headbutt.
Self-explanatory.
This basically just headbutts your opponent's place.
The really don't like the 3 of, but it works. The Summoner Monk.
It's the best normal summon in the deck, honestly.
It's the only good normal summon.
Which
Try to
is
make this
weird to
work.
say.
It's really weird to say. So then you
The
have,
Kaijus.
obviously, Gameciel, Kumungus, Thunder King, and Dogoran for the removal. The whole deck revolves around shuffling your opponent's field. Just
It
off the
basically,
field.
this deck is built to OTK, for those of you that don't know what Madolche does, and this deck is old, so
Fair.
it obviously doesn't, compete well at a high level consistently. So we added the Kaijus and we added the Summoner Monk to basically just say, we're gonna play, we're gonna stop you, it's gonna happen, we're gonna beat the ever living out of you. That is the whole goal of the deck.
The Kaijus are one of the only cards to be sided out. Everything else is pretty much essential. It's a very big engine. So then on to the spells. 3 Chateau, basically, when activated, empties your graveyard of all monsters, which, for obvious reasons, is good. And you also get a 500-point attack boost, and with the Chateau, they all, instead of adding back into the deck, they all add to the hand. So they all have that inherent float.
Mm-hmm.
So then the 2 of the ticket.
Another cut of mine.
Another one of the cuts that have worked. I don't want to see this card a whole lot. It's really one of the only searches with the Messengelato. It's really bad in the hand. It's just a dead card, essentially.
So for those of you wondering why I recommend cut it to 2, it was an easy search, and you can run things like terraforming to search Chateau. So it didn't make any sense to run, 12 copies of Chateau and 6 copies of Ticket. That didn't make any sense. So cut down Ticket, make Ticket the target. If you don't have Chateau, you don't have Chateau. No big deal.
Yeah, Chateau's not essential. It helps.
Powerful, but not necessary.
Then the essential spell card.
Yeah, hand traps suck for this deck.
This is a very, very, very weak to stuns deck. Then another very good situational double summon. Just an inherent +1 as much as this deck can take advantage of the normal summon.
Because you need normal summons. It's probably the most powerful spell in the deck.
Yeah, with the Savior.
2 Slumber.
Or Kaiju Slumber.
Only running 2 because you could only find 2, right?
I've got another one signed.
Okay.
For the time being. 2, because it's not searchable, and should you draw into a Kaiju or have used one already and you end up drawing one, it's a dead card. It's a real
It's really situational.
Contemplating one, but I need it. The higher matchups, it's just a free removal.
It's a sweet board wipe.
So I'm just gonna slide
That's
this up
fine.
here.
And now on to the extra deck.
The best part. So 3 Madolche Queen Tiramisu. She is one of the only cards, if not the only one, non-targeting removal.
And look at her lady fingers. That's what's on Tiramisu.
Is
The chef in me
a
comes
great
out.
card.
Tiramisu's stupid.
Every time
I
I've
hate
gotten
this
her,
card.
no one knows what to do anymore. Back in the day, everyone was, knew how to stop that, but now
It's so
no one knows what she does anymore. So it's really. Then 2 of. I have another 3rd copy sided.
Alamode.
Another one of those situational. The chocolate lady.
Chocolate Alamode.
She is a once per turn shuffles 1 back in, which can trigger the ticket as well as her own effect detached to special summon out of the deck. It's just a really good board builder. Gets things on the board.
It's a powerful card,
very
that's for
quickly.
sure.
And 3 of the Madolche Link. She's not great, but
It's a necessary evil.
you have to have 3 of it, because the Pudding Sessur, when she gets her second effect, locks you into all Madolche. All things Madolche.
So this allows you to go into a second Tiramisu and second Chocolate Alamode, because they're not hard once per turns. Because they're old. That wasn't possible
They're
then.
great. Then 1 of Summon Sword.
How often does that come up?
Once. I've used her once. But it saved me.
It's a powerful card.
Just as well as Skull Dread.
Makes sense.
More often I've found myself going into him just
For the extra zones.
the extra zones, the extra draws.
draw,
The
yeah.
summon is really strong with this. Boral Sword is one. I've won me a couple games.
I'm sure it has.
Just
I can't picture why.
yeah, he's a good thing to have. Levier, obviously, the Angeli banishes herself
For
cost.
Yeah,
So
you have to.
the Levier is just to get her back. And then my favorite, I'm just gonna put all 3 of these down here.
Yeah,
The
this
boys.
is hilarious.
The boys.
So
work
he
together.
actually did this to me.
I've done this to a few people. So the number 27.
27 or 22?
27.
Jesus.
If you don't know, it just needs 2 level 4s. This deck runs amazing with level 4s. When he destroys a monster, gets to the Gustav rail
Detach, you blast him for
detach,
2.
burn him for 2, and then his
Really?
effect came out in Sisters of the Rose. Just put him right on top of there, and then you have a 4K beater detach, and he's 6K.
And he can attack 3 times? 2?
Uh,
he can attack as many times as he has
Materials
materia, yeah.
+1.
So
Monsters. So
it's crazy.
it's Plan B. A necessary Plan B.
And you gotta have it because things happen. But this allows for grind games. It makes sense. This was actually, the extra deck is all him. I just upped to the main deck.
Yeah, the main deck was the problem for a while with it being an older archetype.
Yeah.
It's been a frustrating.
I've actually
ride.
played against it quite a few times, and it can be very stressful. I will openly admit that I have been OTK'd by this deck a couple of times.
It doesn't happen a lot.
But when it happens, it's really funny.
When it happens, it's such a sweet feeling.
but it's built to OTK, and when it doesn't, it has the resources and the ability to fight back. So
Yeah, which is the
meta currently.
the trains, the Saryuja, the Boral Sword,
Yeah, so
all necessary.
so this has been Kyle's Madolche deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, lads, and we will see you guys next time.